flash mob mentality from the criminological perspective. The flash mob mentality is a 21st century phenomenon that is fueled by technology. A flash mob is a collection of people who are typically strangers to one another, who spontaneously gather in a public area, do a unique or noteworthy act following prearranged instructions, and then scatter. Instructions for flash mobs are typically disseminated by digital communication networks, such as Facebook, Twitter, email, or mobile phones. The flash mob behavior is accelerated by criminology theories such as psychodynamic, behavioral, and cognitive theories. Firstly, the well-known psychologist Sigmund Freud is primarily credited with creating the psychodynamic theory. According to his theory, everyone has an irrational desire for fulfillment known as the ID. These drives are controlled by moral and ethical principles known as the superego. As people grow, they eventually acquire a logical personality known as the ego that acts as a mediator between the ID and superego. Utilizing this theory as a foundation, criminal behavior is generally viewed as the superego failing. More broadly, the psychodynamic theory views criminal behavior as a struggle between the ID, ego, and superego. Hence, this conflict can cause individuals to engage in criminal behavior and delinquency. Secondly, the concept behind behavioral theory is that experience shapes human behavior. In particular, the behavioral theory emphasizes that people form their behavior based on how others react to them when they exhibit it. This is an instance of conditioning in which actions are picked up and strengthened by rewards and punishments. Therefore, if someone is among others who support and even encourage criminal activity, especially in positions of authority, they will continue to do so. For instance, Albert Bandura, a social learning theorist, claims that people do not naturally possess the capacity for violence. He argues that people pick up violent tendencies from watching others. The three main sources of this are often the family, the environment, and the media. Third, cognitive theory focuses on how individuals perceive the world and how this perception influences their behavior, ideas, and emotions. The process is typically divided into three levels by cognitive theorists, which are: 1 is the pre-conventional level, which deals with youngsters and how they come to understand the external effects of their activities. A second level, the conventional level, is where adolescents and young adults start to base their behavior on what society considers acceptable. Lastly, at the post-conventional level, people over the age of 20 are more concerned with determining the moral merit of society's norms and ideals and how those values relate to those of liberty, human welfare, and human rights.